Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Hello, hello. What's up, guys? How are you doing? How is your day going? I see another week where we see some movement. A lot more volatility expected ahead this week. And I hope you guys have prepared your bungee equipment, because we're about to take a plunge and then come back up. So I have a feeling that this week is going to be another week full of volatility, and I hope you guys are prepared. We have a new ticker of the week this morning, which will be UPS. We'll be covering that throughout the week today, and Wednesday and Friday. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's get it started, guys. Welcome back. Welcome. Happy Monday morning. Who's here today? Morning. Let's get started with the news today. Seems like we have a bunch of news today that may or may not be pertinent to the markets. China's race for COVID vaccine. We'll see how that goes. I am still not sure that we'll find a cure or a vaccine so easily. As well as Ant Group trades at 50% premium in Hong Kong, gray market, Ray Dalio bullish on Chinese bonds. This is not a bad idea, actually. I've been talking about how Chinese equities have been actually very, very attractive recently. And I think that personally, Chinese equities will see a rush of inflows. I spent the whole of last week getting my mojo back, and so this week I'm back with my mojo. I have my mojo, guys. I'm Mojo Jojo. You know who Mojo Jojo is? Yeah, I got my mojo back. So I'm back and I'm synced with the market. I'm actually going to write a article at some point this week, how to get back in sync with the market. Because I think, sometimes you lose your mojo and you need to know how to find it. And I might actually write a small little blurb on how you can actually go about doing that. Because sometimes it's difficult. You got to get your Mojo Jojo back. It can be a difficult process, So I'm going to write my methodology, and hopefully it helps you guys. So Chinese bonds, this is one thing that I was talking about for the past 1-2 weeks. I said Chinese equities are actually pretty bullish right now, and Chinese bonds along with it, because of it's basically the fact that if money's flowing out of U.S. equities, they have to be going somewhere, and so they actually have been flowing into Chinese equities, and it may continue for a little while as long as the election jitters continue. China issues fresh warning to U.S. and spat over journalist visas. Okay, that keeps going. Burberry taps soccer star for charity programs. Okay. This guy, Indian billionaire, loses $7 billion as oil sinks Reliance shares. Okay. Hong Kong weakness. Goldman Sachs. Okay. Nothing much. Apart from that, airlines teetering on the brink of a COVID ruin. Okay. Not bad. Nothing. Not bullish, not bearish. Just really reporting what's out there. Bloomberg. S&P 500 futures gain. Here's some bullish news. Stock futures jump ahead of election shaped the response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mortgage IPO boom faces market turbulence. I guess some companies going IPO for mortgages, possibly REITs, something like that. We'll see how that goes. State hires consultants for COVID-19 help with mixed results. Interesting. Paid tens of millions of dollars to big consulting firms for help. Oh boy, damn. Actually, they should have started doing this earlier. Yeah, I think it's a bit too late to do that now. Bitcoin is back trading near 3-year highs. This is what I said last week. If you guys haven't looked at it, excuse me again, sorry. Bitcoin, XBT USD. You can have a look at it. Back pretty much to highs, and we're looking bullish still. Okay, pretty much a move up here again. Once again, would set this straight to go up to a higher level here. Let's see if we can get the live pricing. Will this give me live pricing? Will this give me live pricing? Maybe not. I don't know. No, probably not. All right then. Yeah, Bitcoin looking bullish still. If you wanna, if you follow from last week, I took like a mini position, made like $5 whole, and I got out. $5 whole to pay for my jaritos, man. And yeah, this was a pretty, it's still a pretty nice uptrend. I think if risk stays averse, then this may continue to climb a little bit. I see, well, actually it hit target of 14,000 earlier, which is what I was expecting, and then it came back down. So expect this retracement and then perhaps another buy-in over here. That would be a fair move to make for Bitcoin. What else here? Music investors don't stop believing in streaming. What a headline. That has all kinds of rap in it. I wonder what's going on with my stream today. It's weird. I never seen. Oh, this is really weird. You guys can hear me fine, right? Can everybody hear me fine? And can everybody view the stream completely fine? If anybody's out there, can you confirm that the stream is working okay? I would appreciate it. Stone Peak Infrastructure to buy cable provider. Drone startup aims to carve out role. Da da da. Oh, this is interesting. That's interesting. What company is this? Also, another company that's going to be actively participating for COVID-19 vaccines is going to be our ticker of the week, UPS, and I'll be going through that in a second. So we'll be going through the expectation. It's fine, but it's 4:30 a.m. Damn, Miss Julia, you have some commitment, and I appreciate you taking the time out being here, honestly. That's really great. Daylight savings, that's true. Everything's pushed back an hour, huh? Damn, I forgot about that. Ah, right. Does that mean, hold on, am I tripping, or does that mean the market opens up an hour later? Wait a minute. It does, huh? Oh shit. Maybe we're just gonna have to, we might just have to reconvene this stream an hour later this whole week. Can somebody confirm that the market opens an hour later? Or does the market open at the same time now? Wait a minute. I used to live in the US, so I should know this. Oh, it is gonna open an hour later. Am I right or am I right? If that's the case, I totally goofed on that one. I should have had to stream an hour later, I guess. When did daylight savings kick in? Oh, you right. Damn, no wonder. I was wondering what was going on. Huh. That means the market's gonna open up in 2 hours from now. Yeah, 2 hours from now, correct? I feel like maybe we can spend this time, since you guys are here, to do a little bit of analysis, maybe. What do you guys feel? Or do you want me to convene the stream in an hour from now so that you guys can go and sleep for an hour? I totally goofed on that. Damn, why didn't I? Oh, wow, Neo up 9%, by the way. Apple up about 0.63%. Manufacturing PMI numbers. Oh, today 10 a.m. Okay, Berkshire had to be reporting. Estee Lauder, Waste Management. Clorox better than expected. Wow, this is great. Lots of good beats today. Yes, an hour later, 10:30 SG time. Yeah, 10:30 SG time. Okay, so that's in 2 hours from now, basically, because it's 8:40 here SG now. Make best use of the time. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We will make use best use of the time. It's fine. Okay. Let us. I'm just gonna. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna run the stream as is, as to what I was gonna do, because I It completely slipped my mind that we have daylight savings, and then this should be 1 hour later. So let's go through the regular stream, and the people who are going to wake up, they can watch the recording, which is completely fine. I will do the stream as per usual, and we will, tomorrow onwards, I will make sure that I come in an hour later. That way everybody can attend the stream on time. And I'm so happy that some of you turned up. That is so sweet. Honestly, for taking your time out to be here, thank you so much. My goodness. But yeah, okay. Let's have a look at all the things here. So I'm not going to waste the time that we have here, and since I already started the stream, I might as well get it out of the way. So pre-market movers here, Dow Jones, let's have a look. Apple up a little bit. Intel getting bought up here. Intel being sold off a lot recently, right? Bad earnings, and then freakouts from people. I personally think this is a great area to start playing a bounce. Let me get rid of all my crazy ass lines here so that you guys can actually see something. It's really a not bad time to buy the bounce here. Pretty decent levels here to play the bounce. We have actually a key level of support here. So if you see this, this is a key level of support and also a demand zone. This could easily be a little play right here to buy within. Boom, boom. Buy that, write that up to the 0.236. This region right here, I think at least a region to that, a retracement back to that level would be cool. This is your swing low. So swing low to swing high recently would show you the extension from here. And that's going to be about a boom. Let me delete the other ones because we don't need those. Let's see, that's good, and delete that one away. There we go. Okay, perfect. We don't need this, and we don't need this. Okay, great. So looking at the extension here, remember how I drew that one from the swing low here, which is where we just hit. This looks like a low here, which is previous low too. So I'm gonna just take it as though this is a low. This is a recent swing high. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about JD in a second there. Definitely looking at JD this week. It's part of my watch list here. You can see it. And I would expect Intel here to retrace at least to the 49 level. So the 50% retracement would be what I'm looking at here. Looking on the 4-hour chart, that it's actually a pretty decent level to go by to. So at least this level, which is also the key resistance up here and the key support. So I think that will be a key level for us to watch with Intel. That's a good one. Hold on a second here. Now, there are a couple other things that we're going to discuss today. There's a bunch of other things that we're going to discuss today. I was hoping that more people would be on the live stream today, but I just realized why people weren't here is because of the daylight savings. But I have a whole bunch of things for you guys today. So there are a couple of stocks that I'm looking at. I also took the liberty over the weekend to do some intrinsic valuation updates, particularly on Microsoft and Google, which I'll show you guys in a bit. There is some things that you need to know about. Microsoft valuations much higher than it was. Google also. Both are severely undervalued with at least 20-25% upsides, even taking into account margins of safety there. So there are a lot of great values in the great value plays in the market right now. Of course, everybody not buying tech right now, but I think this is the moment when everybody's selling tech, where you go in and rush in and buy some tech because you get these great discounts. So we'll be talking about that in a second. Joanne, good morning. I completely forgot that today we have daylight savings, and I'm guessing that we are gonna have to push the stream back by an hour every day because I completely forgot about that. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. We still have 17 people here which are gonna be listening into this stream. Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a great morning. I know some of you are completely sleepy, probably half asleep listening to my voice, but you know what? Sending lots of positivity and good vibes to you guys because I love you guys. Intel here, as I was talking about, back to the 50 retracement here at $50 would be a decent buy. And I think playing that out for a year is a great play. You get some time value. Buy shares, to be honest, for this one. You know, if it breaks below this level, we're going to see some severe downside. So I would say buy some shares, sit on them, and then add more over time. What else is moving here? Microsoft up a little bit. Boeing up a little bit. Boeing also another one, severely undervalued. Cisco, Walt Disney, JP Morgan, IBM. So a little bit of money coming back today. Yeah. S&P 500, what are the movers today? Apple, Twitter, CCL, AMD. AMD moving a little bit. American Airlines, Microsoft, Facebook. Okay. And the NASDAQ biggest mover is Intel. That's what's getting bought up this morning. Not a lot of shares, but stock is up. So potentially no sellers and just buyers in this market. That's what I would assume. PayPal also up about 2% here, which is decent. I think it's getting bought up ahead of the earnings report, which is going to be posted, I think, after hours? Perhaps? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did it already post? No, wait, pre-market's up. So, EPS, when is it reporting? Doesn't say. I feel like it's got to be either BMO or whatever. Okay. And then on this side, Duncan, Nielsen, Wyndham, Zynga. Wow, that stock's still alive. Under Armour and Wynn. Lots of travel stocks being bought up today. Interesting. And also lockdown lifting stocks, pretty much. That's pretty interesting. I mean, somehow market's starting to buy some of the travel stocks, possibly betting on a reversal of trend there. But I wouldn't put my hopes on it. So with the SPY technical update, with the NASDAQ SPY technical update here, we saw a nice bounce here on this level here, which was the previous support level in September. And we know we continue to see this downward trend now. Kind of, it feels like it's bottoming out, and the reason why I say that is because S&P 500 looks like it's bottoming out. Also on the daily chart, you can see a little pin bar, which is usually a reversal pattern. That's a pretty good indicator that we may be hitting a bottom here, and then if this closes up above it, you know, that's going to be a signal to start buying up here. I think today we may see a little bit of a push up, extension to the upside for the S&P 500. NASDAQ also looks like it wants to push up here on the 1 hour chart, but I'm not going to pin my hopes on it. If we get rejected at the 50 moving average again, you know, that would definitely be another wave down. So volatility will still continue this week. You know, the biggest thing that will cause the market to sell off right now would be a election stall. Let's say, you know, if both parties are at ends with each other and, you know, there's kind of a stalemate, yeah, that's going to cause jitters. And I'm, by the way, I'm expecting that. I'm expecting a little bit of that. Good morning, Shri. What's up, man? How are you doing? Welcome in. DLS caught me sleeping. What's DLS, bro? Oh, wait. Wait, DLS. What does DLS mean? Come on, tell me what DLS is, man. I don't know what DLS is. Yeah, so looking at this here, I think that there's a chance we get a relief rally very temporarily, and then I think we're going to drop a little bit more. This is what I feel. Okay, now I'm not confirmed with this, but let me tell you why. Upon analyzing Microsoft here, this is daylight savings. Okay, my analysis concluded with Microsoft was that we may drop lower before we go higher. And so based on my analysis of Microsoft and Google here, I'm predicting that, you know, there may be a move lower before we go higher. So here's a quick analysis of Microsoft. First of all, I have redone the intrinsic valuation for Microsoft, and based on the current discount rate and the current discounted cash flow, the stock is now worth about $250. All right, the range is 230 to 250. Okay, And that places my target at 240, which is where I have this here. That presents a 18 to 19% upside for Microsoft, all right, from current prices, all right. If we go from where I expect to buy it, which by the way, we got a nice bounce here. So what I would consider is entering some shares light here. And then if we move down further, the first level of defense is going to be this line here. And I'm going to make it purple. 192.81 is going to be the first line of defense, okay, which will be bounced on the 200 moving average. And then the second line of defense will be this 0.27 extension here, which is going to be 186.33. This is the two levels I'm looking at, all right. So with Microsoft here, I really like the stock for a long run. And I know that, not many people are going to be buying it, but I can safely say that this is a great time to buy this stock, okay? You should be adding some shares to your long-term portfolio here. If you don't, it's going to be all on you because you're not taking advantage of these, market discount that we're having right now. So I highly recommend taking advantage of this market discount and taking some shares here, adding more if it goes further down, adding even more if it goes further down. So go in light and then add as you go along. If you see a reversal, add more, right? So that's one update. Microsoft, 250 valuation, okay? That's what I see. And so if Microsoft is going to come down, then I expect NASDAQ or SPY to come down along with it, okay? So this is what I'm looking at right now, all right? Oops, yeah. Now the other one was Google, and the other one after that, I'm going to do two more today because these usually take a little bit of time. Google's intrinsic valuation is between 1,008 and 1,009. So I'm taking an average of 1,850. We had a great buy up. This company, by the way, Microsoft, Google, Apple, a bunch of other stocks all reported great earnings, okay, but they still got sold off. And so that's a really great sign or a really great time to buy into all these stocks. Because I think that, when people are panicking, that's exactly the time when you jump in, right? When things are super uncertain and volatility is at the highest, which was last week, you should jump in. And it's not too late to jump in yet. So you still have time, okay, to jump in. You're not like too late now. I'd say wait for Google though to come down a little bit more, right? This one needs to come down a little bit before you get in. Within this zone here, 1580-ish would be a nice time to go long on Google. I like the intrinsic valuation of the stock, has a very decent upside. To 1,008, 1,009, you have a $200 upside, almost like a 20% upside. So I highly recommend Google here, even though whatever news can come out, this stock is not going anywhere. So that's your story with Microsoft and Google for the time being, with the profit target at 1850. If it depresses a bit more, which is where I want to get my entry, then it would be about a 20% gain. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, now when am I going to buy them? On the dip. I'm not going to buy them when they're rallying, obviously, right? So that's your update there. Okay. Let me save this one as well. Cool. And I'm going to post some updates on Twitter later, so I'll post some chart updates there as well. Okay, so maybe we should talk about the ticker of the week today. The ticker of the week right now, maybe. I see a very rounded top here, possibly, like a very rounded top pattern, which is usually a bearish pattern. But UPS, so it has a little gap here to fill. We have a couple other gaps, mini gaps below there. I'd say temporarily this looks bearish, temporarily, but I do see this as a very strong support zone down here. Very strong support zone. You can see You know, every time it's been going down there, you know, it's been pretty much bought up. So I like playing this to the upside temporarily. There's even a gap up here that you can play. And I think that right now, playing this to the upside is a smart thing to do. Especially because investors are overly bearish on this company, which is actually a decent company. UPS actually has a solid economic moat. They have a very detailed network of distribution. That was the word I was looking for. Sorry, my brain doesn't work from time to time. And I really like you know, the stock's dividends, how stable it is. You can see. Hold up here. I'm gonna show you the dividends. Where is it? EPS, financials, maybe here. No. Key financial ratios, maybe. No. Maybe. No. This company is also free cash flow positive right now, which is great. Other ratios, no, price ratios. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there we go. Other metrics. So, dividend payout has been increasing year over year. Dividend yield dropped for the past, I don't know, the past quarter or something. But this has been a solid company that pays out good dividends. This has been increasing dividends solidly for the past, I don't know how many years, and now it's at $4 or something. They just recently announced $4 dividend. Stock price goes up, dividend also, you know, could be. Can you show us how it looks like in flow algo? What do you mean, for UPS or what? So this stock, here's how they performed for the past earnings that they just had. Consolidated revenue at 21 billion, 15%, 16% increase over the third quarter of 2019, so up about 16%. Consolidated average daily volume increased 13.5% year over year, and net income was 2 billion for the quarter. This is great, which is 11% above the same period in 2019 on an adjusted basis. And operating profit was 2.4 billion, up about 11 billion from the previous year. Should I close my Neo call? Yeah, I think you should. I would. If it's a $35 call, you should. Our performance highlights the agility of our global integrated network amid ongoing challenges of the pandemic. Our results were fueled by continued strong outbound demand from Asia and growth from small and medium enterprise businesses. USPSers are everyday heroes who are keeping the world's supply chains moving. I wanted to thank our team for ongoing commitment, blah, 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 blah. I got their slide deck to show you a couple things which are interesting. I think the thing that was most interesting to me was that they are actually forward-looking on delivering the world's COVID-19 vaccine. So let me show you their earnings call slide deck. Don't these people look so happy? Look at them. Such green trees, such trustworthy drivers, such beautiful tires, an American flag. How patriotic, UPS. How great of an investor relations officer, Scott Childress. Look at how happy he looks. He's great. So, diluted EPS year over year, higher than last year. Great. No comments there. How beautiful of a CEO. Look at her. Carol Tome. She seems so wise. I want to learn from her. Look at all these people. They are so hardworking. Thank you, UPSers, truly. Consolidated results here. I feel like I should stop doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I always do this. When companies put out really great slides, it's almost too hard not to give them credit for it. Let me tell you, I was really disappointed with Apple's slides recently. Like, what the heck? They have billions, no. They have hundreds of billions of dollars, and they didn't even bother to put out a slide deck for their earnings. And I was pissed, okay? I actually appreciate these slide decks because it really breaks down the things that are important to me. And kudos to Childress guy, because he's done a good job, right? Giving the information out to investors. So consolidated results here, year over year, up 15%, revenue, operating profit up 11%, pension income, interesting. They have pension income because they consolidate their pension and then invest it. Interest expense a little higher, up 10%, but you know what? Not too bad if they were borrowing at a cheap rate. Start a series. Why does God hate your slides with T? Net income 1.9 and versus 1.7, up 11%. So that's all great stuff. Adjusted wise stays about the same. These are non-GAAP financial measures. So customer first. Look at this lady. Doesn't she seem happy? You can tell that she is ordering a UPS package to be picked up right now. Can't you tell? So weekend ground volume up 161%. And I can almost guarantee that 100% of this growth came from Shri ordering packages from UPS. So good job, Shri. Accelerated our fastest ground initiative ever. This is great. Expanded digital access program. I think this is big. Adding 150,000 new accounts. That's pretty good. And then we'll be ready. So this is the line that pretty much reading this whole thing was for. We will be ready to support COVID-19 vaccine distribution. UPS offers the most sophisticated suite of services in the industry, including UPS Premier Sensor Technology. Bruh, what is this? Google it. What it is? What it is? Oh, okay. UPS Premier is a new critical healthcare product portfolio using next generation sensor and tracking technology for superior okay. Yep. UPS okay. Life science companies globally as far let's see here. I'm trying to read the part that's important. Where's the part that's important? Tracking, okay. Oh, okay, here we go. On-package sensor technology to enable priority flow paths, sortation, contingency actions, and delivery services for critical healthcare shipments. Okay, so it's like, excuse me. So it must be like a new kind of a priority thingy. New portfolio will provide UPS. Yeah, there you go. Priority handling services, chain of custody, time-dependent and temperature-sensitive packages to help increase on-time reliability. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I guess that definitely makes a big difference, right? We're giving customers exceptional amount of visibility and security in most crucial healthcare and life. Okay, that's cool. Technologies, processing plans, I guess like you'll be able to see where exactly the thing is and how soon it's going to reach by like the minute. IoT systems to track healthcare packages, enabled solutions scheduled to come online in Q1 2020. So this is done already. This is dope. They did it in Q1 2020 and look what happened. It paid off, right? See, sometimes being forward-looking pays off big time. So I bet they had some time to test this technology as well. And now they're about to cash out. People led. Let's see. Successful outcomes. Okay, we don't need to know this. Wait, maybe. No, we don't need to. Growing the most attractive areas. Seeing gains in SMB and healthcare. There we go. SMB stands for small medium business, by the way. Lowering our cost to serve through continuous transformation. 2.0 launched with VSAP road mapping 3.0. What is this? Google it. Let's see. Wait, what? You mean there's something that Google doesn't know? Oh my god. Well, lucky the motley fool knows. Okay. Here we go. In the past, we talked to you about Transformation 1. We are on track to deliver more than 1 billion benefits. September, we begin Transformation 2 by announcing voluntary separation allowance program. Oh, okay. Transformation 2 is about creating fewer jobs, but in fact, impactful jobs. Share more details. Also, they're talking about... Oh. Wait, no. This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. Never mind. All right, we'll get to that in a second. I feel it's probably not that important, but I wanted to know anyway. Improving our return on invested capital, great. Expect 2021 capex lower than 2020. Okay, so who thinks this is a good thing and who thinks this is a bad thing in the live stream? Can we get a couple of your opinions? What do you think? You think higher capex better or worse? What do you guys think? Outside of everything under review. We're ready for peak safety first. Collaborate with customers. Okay. Look at the CEO, man, Brian Newman. Doesn't he just look happy? Doesn't this guy look like you can trust him with your money in stonks? Q3 performance drivers. Record quality profits in both international supply chain freight. Executed extremely well to meet high demand out of Asia. That's dope. Revenue quality actions began yielding results. That's great. U.S. domestic faced planned and unplanned expense pressures. Ooh, okay then. So B2C, business to consumer demand remains strong, increasing average daily volume of 13.8%. SMB, small medium business growth accelerated 18%. That's good. And here we go. January to September, the whole year peaked in May. So the peak of COVID basically was the peak of their business, right? Everybody was shipping things from UPS pretty much. You can see that direct correlation right there. Revenue increased 15%, driven by ground and deferred air products. That's interesting as well. And total ground revenue increased by about 1.7 billion. Revenue per piece about $9.99, flat to last year, despite negative impact. Okay, lower fuel price. That should have helped them. 130 basis points. That's 1.3%. And share price growth minus 2.3%. Revenue quality actions are beginning to have positive impact. Okay, great. Good stuff. Year over year. Quarter 2 to quarter 3. And then year over year, 15%. Quarter over quarter. About the same. Not bad. Not bad at all. Honestly. So still a very strong growth. I don't think UPS is going to stop. I think that it's probably a good time to pick up some small positions to play this. But I honestly want to see if it can drop below here. It's had a pretty big run. I think it needs to drop a little bit before we go further up. That's what I think. Oh snaps! You started earlier. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna start an hour later tomorrow, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I decided to continue on anyway, because I figured you guys will wake up and then you'll see that I started earlier, and then you'll just watch the replay, which is fine. So I'll try to end it within the next 15 minutes so that you guys can watch the replay. Total average daily volume increased double digits in all regions. That's dope. Amazing. Revenue growth, operating revenue, operating profit up, and also the one that matters, cash flow remains strong. Cumulative cash flow from operations, $9.3 billion. Adjusted free cash flow at $5.9 billion. Yo, this is great stuff, guys. Okay, for a business like this, dope. Look at that growth. Wow. Seriously. Debt maturities. Look at this. So in 2021 they have a whole bunch of debt that's going to be expiring. So they need to they need to either roll this over or they need to pay it off. 2023 and 2025. That's the next year's, and then it's pretty much smooth sailing for them. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna take some of this debt and roll it over to the years forward. So that would be a smart thing to do if they could get rates at lower. Especially if the company is doing well, this would be a good time for them to leverage on the fact that the company is doing extremely well. leverage their equity and leverage the fact that the company is producing great cash flows as a way to raise some cheap debt through the debt markets, selling bonds and such. So I would absolutely do that. They have 8.8 billion cash and cash equivalents as of September 30th. That's great. Syndicate credit facilities undrawn at 2 billion, and then that expires in 2020, which they haven't used, and then 2023 they probably don't use these credit facilities because it probably costs more than raising debt. So here's their capex, which is, let's see, building facility year to date 1.3 billion in building and facilities, aircraft and parts 0.7 billion, vehicles 0.4 billion, and IT, which is infrastructure technology, something like that. Total capex a bit higher than usual. 2020 estimated at 5.6 billion. So wait a minute. So they're actually expecting to spend about $2.2 billion more by the end of the year, which is actually quite a bit of money. Huh. Yeah, there we go. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is, I might need to look into this a little bit. This is interesting, right? Okay, so it's small things like this where, you read it and then you realize like, what are they doing, right? We might have found a smoking gun. So let's have a look. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing over here? Or like, am I tripping? Because they spent $3.4 billion the whole year this year across 3 quarters. Yes? And they're about to spend $2.2 billion in Q4 of this year. Why? Why is it so much? What the heck do they have to spend on? Which, by the way, is all written here, but what the heck are they spending on so much money? Buildings and facilities, yep. Okay, I want to know more about that. Aircraft and parts, okay. I want to know more about that. Why are they spending so much more at the end of the year in 1 quarter than they had across the whole 3 quarters? Vehicles about the same, and IT much lower. So they're expecting to spend a whole chunk of change on buildings and facilities, which means they're either upgrading or they're expecting like really big expenses coming up. Do you guys get what I'm saying over here? I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, because this is actually a very good a usual person would just read this and be like, okay, but I'm reading this like, wait a minute, they spent 3.4 billion the first 3 quarters, and then they're spending 2 billion in the last quarter. It's like a little more than half of what they would spend of 3 quarters, which is crazy, don't you think? That's a bit much, right? I know it's estimated, but it's still a big forecast. That's all I'm saying. So I want to see what they're going to spend it on. Here we go. So UPS dividend is a hallmark of our financial strength. So they've estimated the year's dividend to be $4.04, increasing it again for how many years now? 7 years. Dope. Turning to peak season, we'll ensure resiliency of our network using proven technology. We expect strong consumer demand and some industry-capable constraints through the period. Working with consumers to pull demand forward, peak planning efforts and surcharges will help promote a more optimized volume mix. Okay then, there we go. Look at how happy this guy is. This is just the best way to end your slides, I'm telling you. All right then. So that's a little bit on UPS there. How are you guys doing? Chat? It's so quiet today. I'm so not used to this. My goodness. Remind me next time to put the daylight savings in my calendar so that I don't forget, which I usually wouldn't forget if I was in the US because I would be aware of it. But now that I'm in Asia, my Asian brain doesn't take note of such things. I posted a little bit of something on Twitter. I was going to continue doing that a little while later. Oh, yes, and then we have this Morningstar report. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. It's early. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We ain't know, bro. I know, bro. A little early. I'm glad to see you're not sick anymore. Thank you, man. Yeah, I know. I might be a bit too like I don't know, cheery for you guys early in the morning. I hope it's not like annoying or something, because it's late here. It's 9:16 p.m. here in Singapore, and I'm just vibing. I'm vibing. So UPS report here for Morningstar. Want to show you they have their intrinsic valuation at $118, fair value estimate as of 28 October, which is a couple of days ago. Well, this valuation was done on 26 August, so I'm guessing somebody needs to redo this valuation. But $118 where they have it, that is basically below the support line here, which is the old resistance. Let's read what the bulls and bears say. UPS ground express package delivery operations should enjoy healthy long-term growth tailwinds rooted in favorable e-commerce trends. UPS massive package sortation footprint, immense air and delivery fleet, and global operations knit together a presence that's extraordinary, difficult to replicate. This is one thing that I was mentioning. They have actually an economic moat, that many people don't know about. On top of a superior parcel density, UPS uses many of the same assets to handle both express and ground shipments, driving industry-leading operating margins, which is another thing that we got to take into account. These guys have crazy margins. Many businesses that do delivery have actually very slim margins, but they're actually quite the opposite. UPS parcel volume is vulnerable to global trade, along with the US and European macroeconomic conditions. These factors are currently facing elevated downside risk from coronavirus-related disruption. So this is kind of bears say that it's actually bullish. It's kind of weird. I mean, I don't see this as a risk factor. I see it more like a opportunity. Okay, now this one's a risk. Okay, this one's a risk. Amazon is rapidly building out its last mile logistics capabilities, which raises the risk that it offers its capacity to shippers outside its own retail network, competing head to head with the incumbents. So this one is a real threat, in my opinion. Amazon, big threat to UPS, right? Because they got billions in cash flow. They can invest all that billions to create a very, very efficient sortation, thingy, and get all their stuff delivered worldwide. UPS LTL trucking segment exposes the firm to a market in which slowing demand historically leads providers to bid rates down to break even margins. That's another thing. So if you read this entire thing here, business strategy and outlook, you'll see DHL, FedEx, UPS. They pretty much are all competing with Amazon. Yeah. And economic moat wise, you can see they write a bit about that. This is the fair value estimate as of somebody messed up. It's 140 here. Well, why does it say 118? I guess somebody messed up. So Morningstar says 140. That's right there. So, okay. That's fair. We'll do the intrinsic valuation on our own on Wednesday and see how close we can get to it. Or how realistic it is. But this is where the stock price is at now. After lots of consolidation, it's, at this level now. And, yeah, look at the performance. I mean, we'll look at these numbers again on Wednesday, but, I think it's definitely interesting. Dividends looking good, companies looking good, prices looking all right. Stock price has been through the roof recently, right? Look at the year to date, boom. 3 months, boom, boom. So good stock so far, as per our coverage. I mean, I wouldn't be honestly afraid to take a small nibble position here. They did pretty good for earnings. It was great. And I think, guidance here is not really that important. So, yeah, I think it's a great stock to own right now. UPS, decent stock. All right then. You guys have any questions for me? I feel like now in 10 minutes, everybody's going to come onto the live stream and be like, yo, you started the live stream earlier. You idiot. I'm sorry, guys. But it is what it is. Tomorrow, we'll start an hour later. So we'll start an hour later, all the way till daylight savings ends, which is when? When does it end? March 8th. Wait, no. When does it end? There we go. March 28, 2021. Let me just go ahead and put that in my calendar right now. So, okay. So March 28th, 2021. All right then. Cool. From now till March, the live stream will be at 9:30 Eastern Time. Got it. I'm going to make the amendments on my thingamajig. Futures booming, he said. Is it really? Kind of. I actually did the breakdown already, bro, but let me just tell you what I think anyway. I see a bottoming out pattern on the S&P 500. Oops. Nice little pin bar here that you can see. Shows a possible reversal. And I think that we may see a little bit of a relief rally today, but I think we'll continue down based on my analysis on Microsoft. So I'm basing it all on the analysis of the individual components of the market. They all still look low-key bearish. Microsoft looks bearish so far. Looks like it might continue here. But a bounce here would be nice. 4-hour wise, we could see 192 or 186 as potential profit target, as potential entries. This 196 would be a the next level to break below. If it doesn't, then we're gonna just bounce up anyway. So I see potentially us going down further here. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Anyhow, that's the end of today's stream. Thank you guys for attending. Tomorrow we'll have a webinar on how to use TradingView, and I will start a year late. A year. God, goodness me, my brains, man, it's just not working. We'll start an hour later at 9:30. So at this time, basically, like 6 minutes from now, so that you guys can get more sleep. And then yeah. Eventually I may even think of starting these streams a little later and drag them into market hours. What do you guys think of that? Like maybe 30 minutes before, so that we can get maybe the first 30 minutes of market movement, and I can do some little bit of live commentary. Let me know what you guys think about that. I feel like it might add some value for you guys to see the first 30 minutes of the market open, and me commentating on it, giving my views, showing you my setup, and I'm in the process of still getting my brokerage account sorted out. I mean, I have one already, but I'm opening a new one. Get some live trades going. That might actually be helpful, wouldn't it? Show you guys how to trade momentum. Might be a great way to add some value to the stream. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing something like that. We'll see. Let me get my account set up, and then we can talk more about that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I like the idea, because the idea that I show my market's going. Yep. I mean, but ideally though, I don't generally trade the first 30 minutes though. I mean, I'm usually doing analysis the first 30 minutes, so I would probably wait 30 minutes anyway before trading. So, I mean, you could watch me do my analysis for the next 30 minutes. So maybe the first 30 minutes we go through breakdowns and whatnot, and then the next 30 minutes, you know, we do possible analysis on tickers that are possibly going to move. Oh, which reminds me, watch JD, Baidu. Where's the other one? Baidu. JD, Baidu, Baba, DocuSign. Okay, those are the ones. These are the ones I really like right now. I think somebody was telling me about Caterpillar. I think it was you, Joanne. Yeah, Caterpillar's another one. Nice bounce over here. What else? Peloton's still bearish, probably. Yeah, bearish. This one will come down all the way to $100, I'm pretty sure. Neo up pre-market to 34. If you know, if anyone saw my analysis on this stock, you would see that, you know, we are valuing this way higher than where it is right now. So I think that will add some benefit to you guys. So yeah, those are the ones I'm going to be tracking today. I might post some analysis on Twitter so you guys can have a look at it. And yeah, so I'm going to end the stream right here so that it has time to, you know, render, and then YouTube posts it so people who are waking up right now can see the recording. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the webinar. Thank you for hanging out with me and being so diligent for turning up to the stream. I completely, you know, didn't think that daylight savings had happened, so I'm sorry for, you know, being here an hour earlier. But tomorrow onwards, I'll fix the stream timing for all of them so that, you know, we have 1 hour later. And what's my Twitter? It's EGA Learn. EGA Learn. This is the Twitter account. I'll be posting some general market commentary today, so we'll see. Probably post something in about 20 minutes or so. So yeah, follow me on Twitter if you haven't. You know, I'm gonna post some stuff there. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a good one and peace out, guys. See ya. See y'all tomorrow for the webinar. Make sure you turn up. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be on TradingView. How to use TradingView, tips and tricks. So come through. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are all just waking up, and I'm already done with the webinar. I mean, the live stream. Watch the recording, okay? If you missed it right now, watch the recording. I'm about to end the stream so that you can watch the recording in a couple minutes, okay? So that YouTube will render it and post it. All right. I'll see you guys.